we offer here at HSN, and that is on all of, our wonderful electronics, also on our floor cleaners, also on this air purifier. So it's hassle-free protection. Any questions whatsoever, any problems, they will replace with no problem. So please check with your representatives and ask about our Protection Plus. Now, coming up in about 16 minutes from now, my friend Colleen Lopez, boy, does she not only have the most fabulous jewelry show, but you see all those gorgeous jewels that you're looking at? Nothing is gonna be over $14. And everything's gonna be available on FlexPay. How great is that? All right, well, when I told you we have the powerhouse of all purifiers and definitely a #1 customer pick at truly the best value we have ever offered it. You are looking at it here, in the leader in air purification is our LivePure. This is one of the largest, in fact, it could be the very largest. We do a 550 square foot True HEPA, #1 most important feature here, air purifier. Now here's the scoop. Anywhere else that you go, this is, if purchased separately, because you even have an extended warranty, we'll talk a little bit about that, it's a $339 value. HSN, it was phenomenal at $299. It was a customer pick. We are over $100 off at $189.99, free shipping and FlexPay, and you just choose, and we'll show you if purchased separately, the color that you want. I believe we still have all 3 colors. I was just double checking. So we have it midnight black, graphite, pearl white. Okay, the air purifier, anywhere you go, it's $299.99. We're gonna give you even more peace of mind with an extended warranty, which we'll talk about. That's about a $40 value. So there you go, if purchased separately. But think about it, anywhere else, this is $299. We are at $189.99. Our very special guest, Vonabelle Sherman, is joining us. And Vonabelle, I said right off the bat here, and we're talking HEPA filtration. Yes. We are talking the big daddy, probably the biggest and the boldest that we offer. Yes. So, and no doubt about it, the greatest value we've ever done.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
We've had today's specials for this. This is even a better price.
I'm not surprised.
It is an amazing value. So if you've been thinking about it, and maybe you were thinking about it because you have an air purifier and it's time for a new filter, and you're already checked and the new filter is $50, $60, $70, this unit has a permanent True HEPA. All you do is vacuum it clean. That you take your upholstery tool that looks like this, vacuum it clean.
So no replacements.
No replacements, no money pit.
Love that.
And listen, I have one son who really suffered during his teenage years, and I was like, I can get the air purifier, but that ongoing cost, that's gonna hurt. So now you don't have the ongoing cost. Thank you, LivePure. Now, things to look for when you're looking for an air purifier. First is you must have a prefilter. This is cocoa carbon of the good, better, best. It's the best, cocoa carbon. And then underneath is your True HEPA. And I want you to take a look at the size of this. Sometimes manufacturers cheat and they're like, HEPA-Tech, HEPA-ish, sort of HEPA. This is True HEPA, the gold standard. But look, when I hold this up, it's the full size of the unit.
I've never seen that before.
Yes, because sometimes they cheat and you'll open it up and the filter will be maybe half the size. You want the biggest surface so that you can capture the most allergens. And when we say allergens, I'm talking about capturing 99.9% of all the allergens in the air, all the particles in the air, down to 0.3 microns. And 0.3 microns is what you can't see. And sometimes, Lynn, I don't know if you've ever had this, like, oh, my eyes are itchy. Oh, I keep clearing my throat. Why? And you're like, I don't see anything, because at 0.3 microns, Lynn, you can't see it.
You can't see it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay, kind of like the smoke chamber that we have right here, right, my friend? So let's just show everybody, just to give you this is a dramatic example, correct?
Yes,
that we're looking at. Okay.
So what we're gonna do, so we put smoke, which is the hardest particle to remove. Lynn's gonna turn it on. Don't blink, because this unit is so powerful. It moves the air to clean the air, because if you don't, you can't clean that air. Are you finding that?
I don't know if I have.
Oh, I think you did it.
Okay,
Well, actually, I think you shut it off. We're having a learning curve, it's okay. There we go, ready?
Okay.
Don't blink, don't blink, don't blink. Because look, this unit is so powerful, because it is our biggest unit.
Wow.
That it takes that out.
That was fast.
So the importance about showing you this, and we'll do that multiple times. Why? Because when you have an air purifier, if it's not getting the air in that corner, and that corner, and the air behind you, you're not cleaning the air. So we move the air to clean the air. To clean the air, you have to move the air. That's what we just showed you. Now, it's important to talk about square footage.
Yes, I was going to ask you that.
So when you have a small unit, you can only put it in a small room. Take a look at this image. See if there's an image there that rings true for you in your home. But I'm gonna read off some numbers while you look at that. If you put this in a 10 by 12 room, we're gonna scrub the air clean 22 times an hour, 15 by 20, 9 times an hour, 25 by 30, 4 times an hour. And now let's get into those open floor plans. 1,500 square feet, that's the whole size of my house. We're gonna do it 2 times every hour. And then this can go up to 2,000 square feet. There's no other unit that can do that.
Wow.
And then we're gonna clean the air 33 times a day. So if you have an open floor plan, this is the one you want. And the other reason I think this is the one you want is because if you get a small unit, it can only go in the smaller space. It can't handle, it can't do enough exchanges to clean the air for you. If you get this one, you can put it in your small room or your medium room or your open floor plan. So that's what's so valuable about this at this incredible price.
And let's talk about HEPA, because I know we hear about that on, you know, in hospitals and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Why is that so important, Annabelle?
Because HEPA does the best filtration. And you're right, HEPA is what hospitals use. HEPA is what's on airplanes as well. So HEPA, we know, is the gold standard. It captures all those particles so that they stay in here. So the air moves through and the particles stay in here, and those are all the allergens, dust and dust mites and mold spores, and the outdoor allergens, tree, grass, weed, pollen. When it's those season, you know you suffer. Think back to last year, because right now we only have 2, grass and weed. It's not really pollen season anymore. But if you suffered this past year and you think, I promised myself an air purifier next year when it's that season, get it now. Now, cocoa carbon is a pre-filter. There are many forms of pre-filters. Cocoa carbon is actually the best. It has pores to capture the bigger particles and VOCs. VOCs means volatile organic compounds. Things that are in sprays and candles. By the way, you're not supposed to use those. Those are the things that this actually takes out. So 2 layers of filtration. Let me show you something else that maybe you don't think about. Maybe you have an air purifier at home and you're like, mine's not working so good. Go look at it. Does it have a sealed gasket? Sealed gasket means it has to be foam or rubberized. If it's paper or something else, it's not sealed. Here's what happens if it's not sealed. Air gets drawn in, it bypasses the filter and comes out dirty, because it has to be sealed so that all the air is forced through the 2 layers of filtration. Oh. That's what makes this so special. And this is LivePure, 6-year warranty, which is amazing. Usually, how much do you get? Usually 12 months?
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. So here's the animation. Let me tell you what's happening. Okay, we're taking in the air. That particles that you're seeing, the black odors, VOC, fur, dust, hair, pollen, going through cocoa carbon. Now, True HEPA, allergens, smoke, dander, dust mites, mold spores, and odors. Let me not go right over that mold spore, because here's an important thing, and I had to learn this too. So let's say you had a leak, you had a flood, and you saw mold on the wall. Mold spores are in the air, and those are super toxic. So if you suffered from any kind of leak, you need an air purifier, because you can't see the mold spores. You see the mold on the wall, but the mold spores are toxic, and you must take those out of the air as well.
So important. I mean, truly, okay, if you are just tuning in, this has been a #1 most popular because of the size, again, and the fact that it's true HEPA. In that terms, the value, that I can't stress. You can go online. This is a $299 value. So we're $100, more than $100, right? Off of that, plus that extended 6-year warranty. That's somebody who really stands by their product, knows that it is effective, it's gonna work, obviously. So that would be normally $339.98. On top of that, it's HSN. We have extended returns going on right now until the end of January. Maybe this is something you always thought about, but thought, well, gee whiz, you know what? The smaller units are never gonna be effective enough. My rooms are, you know, way too big, or it's just not gonna work out for me, or I don't wanna replace any more filters. And Vonnegut was selling, those filters can be super duper expensive every 3 months or every 6 months. This one you never have to replace. That is the beauty. So go ahead, shop now. Exactly. We have 3 color choices: black, we have graphite, and it looks like white, I'm being told, is our most popular at this point. So if we could, it is. And over here we have a smoke-filled tank, right? Vonnegut, explain exactly what I'm about to do.
So Lynn's gonna turn this on where the motor begins to work and move the air, because to clean the air, you have to move it. Don't blink, don't turn away, because this is super fast, because it's a powerful unit. It has taken all the air and smoke through the 2 layers of filtration and it stays in the filtration. That's why you have such clean air. And it's important to show you that we move the air and clean the air, because then you know this is what it's gonna do in your home. Now, when we're doing that, your filter may end up looking like this. This is a dirty filter, ready to be vacuumed, but we have my son Jamie help me get that dirty, and look at what's collected. Now, the importance of that is dirty, what it looks like clean, is because if you see things here, that means it's not in your lungs. You're not breathing it. It's not in your nose. And we don't want our lungs to work any harder than they have to. And also, we don't want somebody to walk in the house and go, oh, you have a cat and 2 dogs, huh? Or you cooked broccoli last night, or you made fish. You don't want that. And this air purifier will help you with those things, Lynn.
I always say you don't need, because typically, you know, we do a 30-day money-back guarantee. When you don't have, it's all the difference in the world, because just plug it in, give it 1 hour. You will notice the difference. And if you are, like we said, somebody who does suffer during, you know, certain seasonal months, especially when you wake up and at night when you're sleeping, I say give this 1 night. It is all the difference in the world. Now, we're showing you, let's just say you were to replace this HEPA filter. You don't have to, that's the beauty here. But basically, what you would pay for 1 flex pay, think about that right now, is what you would be paying for that, just the filter to go ahead and have to have it changed. So why not upgrade? Or, you know what? Go for the very best. Go, you know, jump in. Again, babies, we're just showing you, you know, some of the great benefits. And there's the panel, too. Not complicated, correct?
No, it's really easy. And I'd love to show you the panel because it's very interesting. And then I want to tell you a little bit more about that square footage. So take a look here. Here's your accent light. By the way, that's that blue light down here, but you could shut it off. So if you like a totally dark room, you could shut off that accent light. And then your speeds, low, medium, high, turbo. Your timer is next. Your on-off. Sleep mode puts it in the quietest mode, but still cleaning the air. And then your last 2 are super important, HEPA filter and pre-filter. You know what's great about those? When those come on, it's not panic mode time. It's not, oh wait, I need a new filter. I need a tape measure. What size? Where do I get it? How much does it cost? And then you get sticker shock because a new filter like this, that's True HEPA, be a lot of money. But this is a permanent HEPA filter. All you do is take your upholstery tool that looks like this, vacuum it clean as you see fit, but if this reminds you, go, oh, it's time to do it. But maybe if you have pets, you'll want to do it once a month. And you will see those pet hairs and fibers right here on the cocoa carbon as well.
I love that it reminds me, because I never know. I always, forget.
Because you get busy, life goes on, right?
Yeah,
you're like, if you see the light, then you know, okay, it's time to check.
Right.
I also want to tell you one more thing about the square footage. The reason this one is so great is because you could put it in your smallest room and it will scrub the air more often, or your biggest space and it'll just do it a little less, but always cleaning. When you get the box home, you're gonna see it says 550 square feet. Why? There's an outside agency called AHAM, and they regulate air purifiers. And everybody has to have a standard. What's your foundation for anything? AHAM's foundation is tell us how many times per hour we can clean it if it was 5 times an hour. And for 5 times every hour, that's the 550 square feet. But put it in a smaller room, 22 times an hour, and that's the 10 by 12 room, and I happen to have one of those. I have one that's 11 by 12. So imagine scrubbing that air clean 22 times every hour. And here's a little helpful hint. When you get home and you want it to be in a room, shut the door. Why? Because then you're not pulling air from the rest of the house. You quickly clean the air that's in that room with the door closed, and then in an hour, it's not even the same air anymore. It's all gone through the air purifier. And then as you get to bigger spaces, say a bigger bedroom, you know, the 20 by 20, we're gonna clean it, you know, maybe 4 times an hour. And then when you get to your big spaces, your wide open floor plans, then we could do it 33 times a day. So it all has value, and sometimes you get stuck. Well, I want an air purifier, but I don't know what size to get, and I don't wanna know what it should do. I hope I've helped you with that. You want a pre-filter, cocoa carbon being the best. You want True HEPA. Don't settle for a fake one. Don't let them, you know, use bad verbiage. Look for a sealed gasket, which has to be foam or rubber. This is rubber, because then it forces all the air through to be filtered. And then nice effect. LivePure is a great company. 6-year warranty. Usually on anything like this, you get 12 months. That's it. LivePure cares, and they also give you USA-based customer service, which